Welcome back to another market insights video provided to you by Orbex. Here today, we're going to have a quick look on the US index, the S&P, and also NASDAQ. We saw dollar continue its ascent last Friday. A bit of a delayed response to the stimulus package, to the plan, let's just say, that Biden unveiled last Friday. But indeed, it came through with a bit of a safe haven demand for the US dollar, despite the fact that we actually saw some disappointing data coming from the US once again. Now, thousands of National Guard troops are fortifying for the presidential inauguration on today, 18th. So that will be on Wednesday. Yeah. Amid fears, of course, of a Capitol January 6th repeat, while at the same time Biden is preparing to take immediate action to reverse some of the controversial agenda of the previous, of Trump, let's just call it. And this also includes Pompeo's last-minute measures that on foreign policy that we saw some headlines popping out actually on the media recently. And they are just purely aimed to delay the president-elect's efforts to provide relief, unfortunately. Now, equity markets continue to discount downside risks of Biden's agenda. And we'll probably focus on how individual stocks performed in Q4 because we start getting some results coming out. The truth is that the risks from the Biden agenda are not really to be taken into account now because it's too early. The risk is this, that there is a lot of stimulus, a lot of money coming into the markets, inflation will shoot, and then we're going to have interest rates coming in, which is going to be obviously in this environment very, very risky. The truth is that the Fed, they're not really going to stop tapering off because we had an uptick in inflation. So I think this is going to be coming into the news at some point, but for now, and that is a good decision. The markets are not really taking into consideration how that is going to pan out going forward. Of course, we see how we are getting on with the rollouts. DXY first. We called this ending diagonal a while ago. I was expecting 88.35, as you know. We did only false break before below the 90, and now I call this retest last week, if I'm not mistaken. And we've moved for wave A. We've done a simple correction for wave B, and it looks like we're moving up for wave C. To me, this is wave 1 and 2, and this looks impulsive. So I'm gonna take that as a wave 3. So I'm expecting more upside, then wave 4, and then 5 for the end of ABC. We could go to 91.32. We could go up to 92.95. We could even go up to 92.62, but I doubt this is going to be the case. The truth is, we're just looking for an ABC, a simple correction. But it could indeed turn out to be like a WXY. Yeah, it could turn out to be some sort of triangle even, to be honest, because we've only got the AB and we're in the midst of wave C. So the C could be the first wave of a triangle, then B, C, D, and E. We don't know how that's going to pan out. But as week on week, as we analyze this, the index, we always come up with some sort of very likely scenario to come into play. And for this week, for me, is going to be to move higher to complete wave 3, then a 4, and then the 5. Okay, so this is for the US index. S&P. S&P, we had a bit of decline on Friday. Okay, as fears came through, as I said before, and well, of course, safe haven demand for the dollar rose as well. But I'm still looking at this as an A and a B, and I'm still expecting this to move higher, and it might be fairly soon. Now, here's what I'm going to be looking, because for now, for me, this is 1 and 2. Yeah, I'll be looking for a 3. Okay. For the 3 to come, we need to break above the previous high of 38.31. Yeah. In case we move lower, and it's not like it's not impossible. It is possible. we could go down to, well, let me just say that 37.34 to complete this ABC correction. Yeah. Once we get to 37.34, I'll be looking for prices to move up. Okay. In case we break below 37.34, 39.40, whatever that is, then I'll be looking at this with a different eye, because it could be a case, well, obviously because it's also a correction. It could be a case where this is how it is, right? And then we're gonna decline lower for wave B down here. Okay, so this is what I will be looking. Look for the break of this wave one top, or for the break of the top. Okay, and let's go on NASDAQ. On NASDAQ, pretty much similar to what we've been expecting, but another scenario comes in mind, because we stopped right at 38.2 Fibonacci extension here. Yeah, and this makes me think, also due to its pattern, and because I never really liked this as a 4. ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So is this going to be an irregular flat? I'm looking actually at a running flat, to be honest, because an expanded flat will really be scary at this point, because it will be just too deep to go down to, and then to have another move to the upside for wave 5, it will just be, it looks a bit impossible at this current market. So I'm looking at this as a potential wave 3 long, and then 4 and 5 down to the 23.64 for a running flat. So here's what I'll be looking at this though, for this particular scenario. I'll be looking, this is supposed to be leading 1 and 2. I'll be looking for a continuation of this impulse to the downside. Okay, so first we need to break, yeah, because we didn't really break below the 1267 and then the previous low of 1250. But do not forget at the same time that we've got also 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in mind for an ending diagonal, right? Don't forget about this one. So I'll be looking for the break of 1, yes, and then I'll be looking for a break of the 1192. Okay, that 1192 will be my bearish / bullish validation, right? If we break below, most likely it's going to continue lower to 1100s or so. Okay, and from there we can look for further clues. But at the moment, I'm looking for at least a move down to the previous low of 1242, like to where the wave 1, a minor wave 1 is, at least until the end of this week. Okay, now if we move all lower, or if we turn, obviously these are going to be new signals, and we need to take this scenario with a pinch of salt. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and we will speak again tomorrow.